ROUTE60 Plus is one of the best projects we have implementing during 2017. Maybe it's the only project where we have told to the beneficiaries, to our beneficiaries, so youth workers and young people, how important can be an Erasmus Plus project, in particular the youth part of an Erasmus Plus project.
ROUTE60 Plus is a project coming out of a very concrete need of project leaders, trainers, youth workers. It's the need to show that these educational projects are more than just numbers, that their results are more than statistics.
Processes, intense, challenging. How many times we use these words in the context of our trainings, of our projects, and sometimes we feel that these words almost lose the meaning because we use it many times, but still are very important because actually it's what's happening, what we deal with, the process of a single person, the process of a group with all the different dynamics, with all the different needs. Dealing with the process, it means basically really, truly, deeply going towards the needs of every single person present in the training, with what are their personal lives, with what are their potential, what is the potential contribution that each person can give. So to deal with the process was all about this. Of course, it was not only a project based on a process, on dealing with these many different layers, but it was a project where we had also a clear goal that was producing concrete results, outcomes.
These outcomes were based on this multi-level process that we followed through the last 6 months, but also based on the training the participants were through, their personal experiences, their understanding of the quality, their implication in Erasmus Plus projects, and also what their connections around their own community and own world. These outcomes are in the form of stories, either written stories, narrative stories like videos, or just pictures with some explanations. They are sustainable because they are testimonials, true testimonials of participants of projects of Erasmus+. These represent also a qualitative evaluation of projects that participants have been participating and maybe fill in a gap of impersonal questionnaires that are going around.
We want to show that actual learning, personal development, aha moments, real aha moments and discoveries, a real impact on the local community and a real sense of belongingness and unity, they all happen in these projects, in these non-formal educational projects. They are meaningful and they create stories. Most of the times they create real shifts, emotional shifts, even professional shifts in the lives of participants. But they are unseen, untold stories. And this is what we wanted to do, to tell these stories, to give them back to Europe.
These stories are life-changing experiences which can really be an inspiration to other young people participating in these projects, but they also can be a hope for us, for Europe, and outcomes of such learning projects.
Europe needs a new way of thinking, and the new way of thinking should be based in a new way of having and treating and preparing youth. All this is fundamental in a program like this. We have to understand till we arrived and where we want to go. So then the need of an idea of Europe is based in the creation and the preparation of a better youth.
To make changes in society, we should start from every person. So positive narrative of Europe, it's all about us.
What do we need to spread, to share with the others? It's all the European people are the heart and are the real part of the European Union. So starting from people, we can create a better Europe day by day.
As national agencies, for us it's a great opportunity to live together with the participants. Normally we do not have the opportunity to feel their evolution, to touch their sadness, their happiness. So in this case we had the opportunity to see how important was to tell for them their stories and how they built their identity, also thanks to the program.
I had the lucky chance of looking at all the projects from behind the curtains, and what I could notice has been the bond that we were able to create that was really special and made this project special, and the changes that we could see in each other's faces during all the duration of the project. It has been really, really important.
You just realize that each of us has a story that somehow was stuck in our mind and heart, and you don't know it immediately. When you participate in programs, in trainings, you don't know it immediately. But going back to your home, you just can see the result in your everyday life. After some time of reflection, you will realize that you took something from those people. Something was stuck in your personality, and somehow you forward all those things that came with you in your community. So nothing ends, it's just a chain that goes round and around. So that's the beauty of participating in such events and experiences.
Positive narrative is needed for Europe, but not only. I think we all need more positive stories in our lives, especially with so many things going on in the world. So it is important for positive stories and positive narrative about Europe to be spread, to keep people inspired.
Telling a story, it means to let this story or its actors to live forever. They are an example or an inspiration for the ones who will listen to the story or will read it. These stories were born inside and through Europe because they were created by people who met all together for the first time, since they were believing in the same values, just tolerance, solidarity, or multicultural societies. So our duty as youth workers and story explorers is to let these stories live forever, just because we want to make a better Europe, but Europe can be better if it's positive and propositive. All these stories together, they create the narrative of Europe, a positive narrative of Europe for a change. And they are making the virtuous path of Europe. We are not just witnesses of this path of Europe. We are not just travelers on this route, but we are also the tellers of it.
I think that in the end we created one of the best stories that Europe has ever had, and we set the stones to work together and keep building this wonderful Route 60 plus.
But in the end, the question that we might have, and also here it might sound like a very banal question, like, is it worth? And the banal answer is yes, it is absolutely worth.